can happen in just 1 second. Winning goal, winning save, perfect tackle, clever flick, good call from the ref, great shout from the line. The county title, after 30 years, a long wait over, in just 1 second. It's a game of seconds. Glorious seconds. Genius in split seconds. They're great players. Just 1 second. The difference between a good decision and a bad one. A lost temper, frustrated shout, that gut reaction. We've all done it. And we're never proud. But we can do better. We all can. Sideline, dressing room, meeting room, all places of passion where split-second decisions are made. Good ones, bad ones, some days not so calm ones. It's instinct, we know, because we love it. We just don't think. But we have to. Of others, of our players, of our game. Think before we act.
Take a second, catch your breath. Collect yourself, don't regret. Take a second to make the right call for ladies Gaelic football.
Good afternoon, and you're very welcome along to the Lidl National Ladies Football League Division 3 fixture, coming live here from Emmett Oak Park, which is in Kilo in County Longford. The home county Longford taking on Clare. Longford have one win from their 6 matches so far. Clare are currently on 12 points. Longford need to get a draw at least to guarantee avoiding relegation, and for Clare to have any chance of achieving promotion and getting into the last two and getting up to Division 2 next year, they need to win by 20 points if Kildare beat Wexford, and if Wexford beat Kildare, that's on today as well at 2 o'clock. If Wexford win, well, Clare need to beat Longford by 40 points. So that's the situation at the moment. My name is Peter O'Connell, and our match analyst this afternoon is former Clare and Curra Clare ladies footballer Anne-Marie Canlon. We'll be talking to Anne-Marie in a second. We'll just quickly run through two starting teams. The home county Longford, they've got Rianne McGrath from Kilo, the home club, in goals. Full back line, Shauna McCormack from Carrick Desmond. At full back is Emily Riley from Longford Slashers, and in the left corner Emma Doris from Kilo. The Longford half back line, Caoimhe McCormack from Carrick Desmond, Maria Kelleher from Clongish, and wearing number 7 is Hannah Glennon, also from Clonish. In the midfield for Longford, Grace Shannon from Longford Slashers is joined by Funmi Talaba from Mostram. The Longford half forward line, Ella O'Reilly, Mulnocta. At centre forward is Caoimhe Lohan Grattans, and wearing number 12 is Caitlin McKeown from Clonish. The full forward line, Grace Kinney, Longford Slashers. At full forward is Clodagh Lohan Grattans, and wearing number 15 for the home county Longford is Kate Shannon from Longford Slashers. Our referee today is Aaron Clogher. The Clare starting 15, they've got Amy Lenihan from St. Joseph's Bearfield in goals. The full back line of Anya Keane from Milton Malbay. At full back is Shifra Nicunnell from Dura Bearfield, and in the left corner Gráinne Harvey from West Clare Gales. The Clare half back line, Louise Griffin from Fergus Rovers, wears 5. At centre back is the team captain Caoimhe Harvey from West Clare Gales, and wearing number 7 at left half back is Sinead Constantine from Liscannor. The Clare midfield, Aisling Reedy from St. Joseph's Dura Bearfield, making her first start of the league this afternoon. She's partnered by Chloe Maloney from Kinmurray Bricken. That Clare half forward line, wearing 10, Emer Keane from Milton Malbay. At centre forward is Philelma Marnin from West Clare Gales, and wearing number 12, Amy Sexton from Kinmurray Bricken. And the Clare full forward line, Lizzie Roach from Burn Gales, Cleena Blake from Dunbeg, and wearing number 15 is Ciara McCarthy from Kinmurray Bricken. And Anne-Marie, just before we look through the two teams, first of all, conditions here really good. I have to say, top class facilities here in Kilo. Got the main field here, 2 training fields as well. Really good weather conditions.
Yeah, in comparison with the last couple of weekends, we're basking in glorious sunshine here now. Today we're in the all-weather pitch. There's a really good bounce off the ball. Pitch is completely dry after all the rain during the week, and it's perfect conditions for this game.
Just looking at the home team first, Anne-Marie, I mean, they need to get at least a draw to avoid relegation. They're going to be highly motivated.
Yeah, last weekend now they suffered a heavy defeat to Wexford 7-8 to 1-3, so they're going to try and rectify that. Clare, as we know, can get goals. Longford won't want to concede 7 like they did last weekend. They're going. I'd imagine they'll bring someone back, as a sweeper there. But just looking at their campaign so far, they had 1 victory to Offaly. Looking at their line out, they have a few very, very strong players that Clare will have to watch. Emily Riley, their full back, she played centre back for a little while during the campaign. She's now gone back full back. Maria Kelleher is also very strong at centre back. Grace Shannon would have played in the half back line throughout the campaign, but she's gone to midfield today. A really good runner, as is Fumnai Taba. She's excellent as well. Looking at the half forward line, Caoimhe Lohan loves to track back, so I'd imagine she'll come back today and help out the defence, as will Caitlin McKeown. And as well, Clare will have to watch the full forward line of Grace Kenny, Clodagh Lohan and Kate Shannon.
Clare then have an outside chance, Marie, of getting promotion. And I suppose the first thing they'll be trying to do is win the game.
Yeah, exactly. They had a good win last weekend, and they'll take great confidence from that. As you said earlier, they'll have to win by 20, maybe 40 points. It's great to see Aisling really back in after her league campaign with UL. She was excellent at midfield for UL. Just looking as well at the Clare backs, Anna Keane is back in corner back. Grana Harvey, who's been there throughout the campaign, she's had an excellent campaign at corner back. Looking at the half back line, then Caoimhe Harvey's been very, very solid throughout. Sinead Constantine's gone back there now because Aisling Reid's gone into midfield pairing with Chloe Maloney. Looking at the forward line, then Amy Sexton, Fidel Marnan, Clina Blake. Clina has been going out around the midfield throughout the campaign. I'd imagine she will do the same thing again today.
We better point out as well for regular viewers that they might be looking at the Clare jerseys there and are looking at either of the jerseys and wondering which is Clare. Well, Clare are playing with their new away kit, Anne-Marie, for the first time, and Longford are playing in predominantly blue jerseys, as we can see there. And we have to say, Anne-Marie, very, very, very nice jerseys, aren't they?
Yeah,
the Clare ones.
Yeah, fair play to Rennigan Power having the sponsor and the Clare ladies. It's great to see them because it will be a clash of jerseys now today. So the white jerseys are very, very nice. And I've no doubt it won't put off Clare in the slightest.
So we're nearly ready to go. Just looking at 1 or 2 positional changes. Ella O'Reilly from Mullinocta is starting in the middle of the field for Longford, and Longford also have a positional change at the back. Maria Keller from Clonish is wearing 6 and is starting at full back. And there's also a change as well in goals, where the Longford goalkeeper is wearing number 16, and that's Ruth Jones. So Ruth Jones starting in goals for Longford. Clare win the throw in, and straight away Aisling Reedy pops it off to Fidel Marnan. Clina Blake now finds Chloe Maloney wearing 9. Chloe Maloney gets it forward as far as Fidel Marnan wearing 11, and Fidel Marnan's short pass to Aisling Reedy, who tried to link up with the Clare wing forward, Emer Keane, but the referee saw that there was a foul committed there. It's going to be a free out. Yeah,
very good penetrating run there from Aisling Reedy right from the throw in, putting pressure on the Longford back straight away. Longford are in possession now with
they're coming out with the ball now, and the right half back for Longford is Caoimhe McCormack, and it's a good run from Caoimhe McCormack just in front of us here. She's got a support from her colleague in the half-back line, Hannah Glennon. Hannah Glennon now links up with the Longford full forward. Longford full forward is Clodagh Lohan. Good possession football now from Longford, holding on to it well. Back with their wing-back, Hannah Glennon. Hannah Glennon now links up with her colleague in the half-forward line, who is Ella O'Reilly. But Clare lose possession, and the referee spots something. He was playing advantage there. He saw a foul committed further up the field. I think it was a pull probably on Fidel Mamarnan. The free's taken quickly. It's a good free, and Chloe Maloney pops it off as far as Fidel Mamarnan. Shot on. Great save. Excellent save. Fidel Mamarnan went for goal, and that was a really, really good save there from Ruth Jones, wearing 16, starting in goals for Longford at the expense of 45. And Longford will be disappointed they lost possession, Anne-Marie, but delighted that Ruth Jones produced such a good save. Absolutely.
Fidel Mamarnan did everything right there, low and hard to the bottom left hand corner, but what a point blank save there, excellent, and that would do her confidence the world of good. Yes, Longford will be disappointed that they lost possession there in the half forward line, but they tracked back well there. I know they put pressure on Fidel when she had her spot picked. Excellent save.
So it's going to be 45 now for Clare. It's going to be taken by Chloe Maloney. She decides to go short, links up with Anya Keane, back to Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney now trying to link up with Amy Sexton. Amy Sexton, very dangerous ball. Aisling Reedy is in and deflects the ball into the net. And that's a good start from a Clare point of view after 2.5 minutes. Aisling Reedy finishing, and I suppose a nice finish, and we've seen those couple of runs from Aisling Reedy. She's made a big difference in her first start.
Yeah, what a ball in from Amy Sexton, diagonal ball. She had spotted Aisling Reedy, had come in behind her player, made the right call there, popped it in over the head. Excellent score. Amy Sexton in possession again. She's looking for support.
Amy Sexton, the free is given. The referee says Clare free. Ciara McCarthy has the ball in her hands. Ciara McCarthy goes long, pumps it in. Is it going to break here for Chloe Maloney, who's inside wearing 9 but inside for forward? Back shot on, and straight over the bar there from Lizzie Roach. So Lizzie Roach taking advantage of the break, putting over Clare's first point, their second score. They lead by a goal and a point to no score after 3 minutes. It's very early stages, Anne-Marie, but if Clare are thinking maybe we can win it, try and win it by 20 points, they've made quite a good start.
Yeah, excellent start there. Right decision there from Chloe Maloney. Clare in possession again with Aisling Reedy. She's found Chloe Maloney. She's offloaded to Aisling Reedy again.
Great shot from Aisling Reedy off the crossbar, nearly a second goal from the Clare midfielder, and that was a great run, and you can just see that her runs from midfield are really electric. Longford struggling on their kick out, but doing much better here now, emerging with the ball with their midfielder Grace Shannon in general play. Grace Shannon links up with Caoimhe Lohan. Caoimhe Lohan looks around, looks for a colleague, gets it in as far as Ella O'Reilly. Ella O'Reilly now loses possession, and Clare break again, and there's loads of space up here. The ball is with Emer Keane. It's now with Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney under pressure, holds onto it, pops to the runner, Emer Keane again. Good run from Emer Keane. Gives it back as far as Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney, can she get in on goal and maybe get her left foot into shooting position? Under pressure, holds onto the ball. Back now with Amy Sexton. Amy Sexton crosses to Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy cuts through the middle. It's now with the Clare cornerback whose shot drops under the crossbar, and that shot there from Anya Keane dropped in. Clare lead by 2 goals and a point to no score. 4.5 minutes gone, Anne-Marie, and okay, it was a good move from Clare, but we have to say it was a soft enough goal at the end of it.
Yeah, I think that Emer Keane was going for a point there, but just tailed under the crossbar. There's a quite high crossbars actually in this field, so both goalkeepers will have to watch that. Great pressure on the Longford kick out there, and ball is won by Lizzie Roach.
Clare have it again on the far side. Is it Amy or Cliona Blake is in possession, but Longford do well now on that occasion to cut it out, and the referee has seen a foul committed by Clare. It's going to be a free out. There was good play there from Longford's Ella Duggan, wearing number 20. So on the far side of the field now, Longford give away possession again. So Clare definitely playing at quite a pace, and they've started really well. Emer Keane, left footed ball forward, great ball taken on by Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney pops it off as far as Fidel Mamarnan. Can Fidel Mamarnan get on to her right foot? Yes, she can. Rolls it into the back of the net, and Clare now lead by 10 points after just almost 6 minutes. So it's 3-1 to no score, and it's been a tonic start by Clare. We have to, just looking at the breeze, Marie, we have to say no, it's not that significant, but Clare do have the breeze behind them, so it's maybe one of the reasons why the kickouts are causing a bit of trouble for Longford.
I think that Clare are really pushing up. If you can see there, Sheaffer O'Connell and Grania Harvey and Emer Keane, they're the only 3 back at the moment. Clare in possession again. Fidel Mamarnan on the ball. Superb block.
Outstanding block.
Defense.
Absolutely brilliant block. Longford emerged now with it. They're needs to try to do something here just to settle into the game. Their midfielder Grace Shannon has it on the far side of the field under pressure. A referee says I play advantage here. Great football from Grace Shannon, gets the ball forward as far as Longford's Emma Doris pops it in field to Cueva Lohan gets it forward, but it's really well cut out, brilliantly cut out there by the Clare defence, and they get it forward again now with Kieran McCarthy. Kieran McCarthy goes to ground. That ball initially was won by Cleena Blake, wearing 14, but she was in a defensive position on that occasion. Chloe Maloney shot blocked down, the second block down from Longford. That's definitely been one of the better facets of their game in the opening 7 minutes. Longford now breaking forward again there with Clodagh Lohan. Clodagh Lohan has it. She's being held up by Cueva Harvey. Crosses the ball but gives it away. Cut out there in the middle of the field by Aisling Reedy. Cueva Harvey has it now. Aisling Reedy looking for a return ball. Lovely diagonal ball in as far as Chloe Maloney. The run is being made there by. It's an absolutely superb run by Aisling Reedy. It's a brilliant run. Aisling Reedy goes to ground, free in. It's going to be a 21-yard free, and Clare have started extremely well, Anne-Marie, but Aisling Reedy, just the pace of those runs and the commitment of those runs, she really starts a run and finishes the run at the same pace.
Yeah, as we've seen with her last year in the Clare panel, and with Dora Bearfield, and with UL this year, that's a signature trademark from her. But what a ball in from Chloe Maloney from her right foot. She spotted Aisling had gone inside, and that's another score on the board for Clare.
Free put over there by Fidelma Marnin, adding to the goal that she's already scored. So Clare now leading by 3 goals and 2 points to no score, and that's after, let's see what's gone, 8 minutes. This point hasn't registered yet on the scoreboard, but it was definitely a point, Emery, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So Longford trying to build something here now, trying to make something happen with Ella Duggan. Ella Duggan pops it off as far as Hannah Glennon. Hannah Glennon left foot ball forward, but good defending there from Clare's cornerback Grania Harvey. That was great defending from the Clare number 4. Gets it forward quickly. Kieran McCarthy does well to hold on to it. Lovely ball, beautiful ball forward from Kieran McCarthy in as far as Lizzie Roach, but Lizzie Roach is beaten there by Maria Kelleher, and Longford emerged with it now. Longford still have it, soling the ball out under a bit of pressure. Spread it to this side of the field where we're doing the commentary from. Ella Duggan pops it off to the runner. The runner is Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon gets it forward, but extremely well cut out there by Siofra Cunnell at fullback. Siofra Cunnell fouled, and the referee Aaron Clogher is having a word here with Longford's Edel Sheedy from Mullinochta. The free taken quickly. Grania Harvey pops it inside to Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy gives it to Amy Linehan, who's out near the 45, the Clare goalkeeper. Lovely ball to the Clare cornerback, who's Anya Keane on the far side of the field. Anya Keane gets it forward, and Clare first time ball in as far as Chloe Maloney soling the ball on her left foot. 1 or 2 people looking for the pop. Chloe Maloney takes the return. The shot isn't on. Clare recycle. Amy Sexton has it. Lizzie Roach crossfield ball as far as Emer Keane. Emer Keane finds the runner. Good block there. The shot was from Cleena Blake, and it was a good block down by the Longford's number 10, Ella O'Reilly. And Longford now trying to come out with the ball, and they've got it there with their number 20, who's Ella Duggan. But Longford, under a bit of pressure, fouled on the way out, and it's going to be a free now, and it's going to be taken by Hannah Glennon. Hannah Glennon, wearing 7, needs somebody to make a run, and she took it a bit too quickly. The ball broke as far as Fidelma Marnin, fairly ambitious, Marie, but I suppose at the same time it wasn't too far off. It dropped short.
Yeah, she saw the goalkeeper off her line there. Longford are excellent at working the ball out. It's just when they get that very last pass, it's killing them. They just need to settle on the ball a little bit, but they are very good at working it out.
So Longford now still have possession there in front of the stand on the far side of the field with Grace Kenny. couple of players now trying to make a run or two to support the player on the ball. Grace Shannon does that, gets it back as far as Grace Kinney wearing 13, playing in the middle third of the field. She pops it off as far as Grace Shannon again. She's been involved in a lot of the early play for Longford. Grace Shannon looks up, but her shot as she tried to find an inside forward was cut out and was half blocked down and was cut out by Grania Harvey. Clare now breaking forward again with great pace on the far side of the field. The ball picked up now by Grania Harvey. Good ball in, well held, brilliant control inside by Chloe Maloney. Shot is on, she goes for the long band. What a finish, absolutely magnificent finish, Anne-Marie, and she definitely meant to do exactly what she did.
She did. That was definitely for the bottom corner. Yeah, she just lobbed the keeper there. She had Aisling Reedy on her right if she needed her. She didn't need Aisling. Excellent score, and that gives Clare a 13-point lead.
So Clare now leading by 4 goals and 2 points to Longford's no score. The second point hasn't registered on the scoreboard, and I suppose the reason we're keeping such a close eye on it, Anne-Marie, is because for either side, scoring difference at the end could be significant.
Absolutely.
So every point could count. Now Longford have a possible opportunity here now to catch Clare on the break, and their full forward Clodagh Lohan has it. Is there a shot on? Is there a runner on? Clodagh Lohan is at a bit of an angle there. It's a really good effort, but it drops short and well dealt with there by Amy Linehan. Nice and calm, gets it clear. Grania Harvey has it at cornerback, gives it to her sister Quiva, both of them from West Clare Gaels, and Louise Griffin from Fergus Rovers has it, gives it back to the team captain Quiva Harvey. Quiva Harvey spreads the ball in front of Lizzie Roach from Burn Gales in North Clare. Lizzie Roach now taking on the Longford cornerback. There's a shot on possibly here, but she decides not to take the shot on, gives it back as far as Philema Marnin. Philema Marnin never needs a second opportunity, Anne-Marie, to have a shot. Probably a bit of an acute angle, but at the same time she's capable of putting them over from there, so I suppose it's hard to say that she shouldn't have had the shot.
Excellent winning of the ball there from Lizzie Roach. Turned to her player, found Fidelma, maybe should have gone across the field there, but it's well within Fidelma's range, but just a little bit off balance there shooting.
Emma Doris emerges with the ball, gives it to Caitlin McKeown. Longford's need to make something happen here. The breeze is actually getting a small bit stronger here in the absolutely top class facilities, we have to say, top class facilities in Kilo here in Longford. The breeze is getting a bit stronger, it's getting a bit cloudy as well. Hopefully the rain will stay off. Quiva Lohan holds onto the ball well up against Sinead Conser and spreads the ball into the middle of the field, and opportunity here now maybe for Longford to make something happen. It's a good run, really good run from Ella O'Reilly, but cut out superbly by Sheaferney Cunnell, the Clare fullback. She's had an absolutely outstanding campaign for Clare, as has had the team captain Quiva Harvey, particularly when attacking like this. Great ball forward from Quiva Harvey in as far as Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney causing lots and lots of problems for the Longford full back line. She's wearing 9, has played a lot of her football throughout this league at midfield. Over carries on that occasion, Anne-Marie, free out to Longford, and I suppose Longford just needs to try to be maybe a small bit more patient when they're in an attacking position with the ball. Yeah,
good work there from Maria Kelleher at centre back. She just held up Chloe, put her under pressure and forced her to overcarry. But yeah, they just need to settle on that last pass. When they get the ball up, they're passing it without calling the name. Simple things. So they just need to hold possession and give it to the runner. They've won a free there on the opposite side of the field.
Referee playing advantage. Free is taken for Longford by Emma Doris. Emma Doris gets the ball in field as far as Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon looks around, she needs somebody to show for it. Caitlin McKeown does show for it, pops it forward. Longford's Ella O'Reilly has now, she's fouled just outside the Clare 45, so a chance here. It's a bit too far out given the breeze. It's not an extraordinarily strong breeze, but it's definitely what could be described as a helpful breeze, so I don't think Longford are going to try and kick this over the bar from outside the 45, and in fact they decide to go back. Grace Shannon takes the return, and Longford now cross the 45. Shannon has it again, pops it off, this is good sustained play from Longford, but good defending again from Clare. And as you said, Anne-Marie, just that last pass maybe lacking on that occasion. Cliona Blake has it. Cliona Blake gives it to Siofra Cunnell. Siofra Cunnell making a great run forward from full back. You don't often associate full backs with making runs forward like that, but Siofra Cunnell, that's well within her armoury. She finds Fidelma Marnin now taking on the Longford cornerback, Shauna McCormack, on her left foot. And just as she was shooting, well, the referee did have his hand up in the air, Aaron Clogher, and to signal a free in for Clare. And this free, I'd say, will be taken probably by Fidelma Marnin again. So opportunity now for, and the second point has registered on the scoreboard, so opportunity now for Clare to register a third point. In fact, it's going to be taken by Chloe Maloney. Definitely shoots the left foot kicker better. She takes it nice and quick to Lizzie Roach, takes a shot. Is there a goal on here? The shot from Chloe Maloney. She takes the point. Clare's third point. Clare lead 4-3 to Longford's no score after 16 and a half minutes.
That score came from a Siofra Cunnell run from full back. She gave an excellent ball forward. Right decision there from Chloe. I think it was a little bit to the right of the post, so she went short, and then we got the return and popped it over. Excellent score again for Clare.
Ruth Jones takes the kick out, got great length into it, pushing the back, free in for Clare. Called by Anne-Marie from a distance. Great eyesight, Anne-Marie, from a great distance, about 80 yards. She can just no problem with the eyesight. But the free, not the greatest free now. Longford emerged with it with Caoimhe Lohan. And good combination play, and this is where Longford have done very well. Definitely for a lot of this game, their combination play in the middle of the field is good, but it's just that last pass or that bit of penetration inside near the full forward line. And even Anne-Marie, as we look in towards the Longford goal there, towards the Clare goal mouth, there's not enough Longford players close enough to goal to maybe give that option. Yeah,
and Caoimhe Harvey, if you see, she's kind of sitting between the full back line and the half back line, so she's picking up anything that goes in there, and any breaks that come in, like Siofra Cunnell after reading that ball really well there, and she's found Amy Sexton in the wing.
That was absolutely superbly cut out there again by Siofra Cunnell, and a left-footed clearance as well. Very impressive. Clare have it again now. First time ball forward from Aisling Reedy. Beautiful combination play. Goal on Lizzie Roach. It's in the back of the net. Took the pass from Aisling Reedy, Fidelma Marnin, Lizzie Roach. Great finish, Anne-Marie.
Super penetrating run down through the centre. Excellent score for Clare. Just nice simple football, popping it off to the runner. Football is a simple game when it's done right, and that was absolutely perfect there.
So as you can see on the scoreboard, Clare leading 5-3 to no score. Clare win the kick out. There's another goal on here. Chloe Maloney, the shot was on. I think it's Chloe from this distance. She thinks it might have been a free in. The referee didn't see it like that. So Longford win the free out. The free is taken by Ruth Jones. She finds the Longford cornerback Emma Doris. Emma Doris gets it forward now as far as Longford right half back. She takes the return, and on the stand side of the field, Longford trying to break forward here and build something with Caitlin McKeown. She gets the ball infield as far as Longford's Ella O'Reilly. O'Reilly breaking forward now, picked up there, good football there from Longford, and Ella Duggan has it, and back now with Ella O'Reilly. Longford's recycling the ball well on her left foot, gets a nice ball in, pops the ball off as far as the Longford inside forward. Longford definitely the best period of sustained football so far. Caoimhe Lohan breaks forward, good football from Lohan, but the shot is just, as we look at it here, to the left and wide. And Anne-Marie, we don't want to be condescending in any way towards Longford, but that was definitely their best passes of play up to this point. They got onto the ball for a nice bit and got and created an opportunity. They've won the kick out here as well now. Referees playing advantage, so if nothing happens here for Longford, well, they might have a free. Grace Shannon gets the ball. Good football. Clodagh Lohan is in. There was a great interception there from Anya Keane, because there was definitely a goal on there. Anne-Marie Emer Keane, her sister, has it now, and Clare break out, but there was definitely a great chance there for Longford.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the previous play there, Longford were nice and calm in their approach, they didn't panic. I know they won the kick out there again, but Clare got back, and an excellent disposition from Anya Keane. Clare in possession again with Aisling Reedy. She'll be looking for support. She takes a shot. That'll be a superb score if it goes over.
That was just a great run from Aisling Reedy, and absolutely cut through the middle. Nobody was following her, and nobody met her either. So that was Clare's 4th point. Clare leading by 5 goals and 4 points, 19 points to no score, and we've had nearly 21 minutes, and the sun is out again here, Emery.
It is, yeah. Now, again, I think the sun is kind of facing up where Longford are playing, so they will have to watch their passes when they're going into the sun, but they're in possession here. Clare have numbers back, though.
Elle O'Reilly pops it off as far as Grace Kinney. Hand in there from, I think it was Amy Sexton, if I can...
Ciara McCarthy, yeah.
Ciara McCarthy. Was a very good tackle from Ciara McCarthy, but Longford did win the ball back. Grace Shannon burst forward. She's been definitely Longford's best player. Good ball forward, but yet again cut out by Siofra Ní Chonaill. Siofra Ní Chonaill goes to ground. Referee says that's a free in. The Longford, possibly maybe Siofra Ní Chonaill might have picked the ball up while on the ground. Not 100%. Is that what happened?
That's what happened. Yeah. She just touched the ball on the ground, but luckily she jumped very high there and broke the ball out. You'd imagine this will be Longford's first, I suppose, second real opportunity to get a score on the board here, and looks like Grace Shannon will be taking it.
22 minutes gone here in Kilo, Emmett Oak Park in Longford. Absolutely superb facilities, pitch in excellent condition. Free taken there by Grace Shannon, and unfortunately it goes wide, and well, it was quite close. The umpires had a bit of a look at each other, I suppose, to confirm exactly what was happening. The kick out taken nice and quickly. Aisling Reedy takes the ball off Cliona Blake. Ball in front of Lizzie Roach. Lizzie Roach out in front. Great run from Fidelma Marnan. Brilliant run. Great pass. Shot on. Goes wide. And that really, again, was really penetrating first time football. Ball in front of Lizzie Roach. Fidelma Marnan made the run, but just to finish was lacking that time.
Yeah, it's textbook stuff really. It's absolutely perfect, giving it the person the best position, running at pace. Fidelma will be disappointed with that opportunity, but I've no doubt she'll be thinking of the next ball again. Short kick out this time for Longford.
Emma Doris coming out with it. Longford's burst forward, but really great defending there from Gráinne Harvey. And that's exactly what you like to see cornerbacks doing, just getting out in front, winning the ball, popping it off. Aisling Reedy has it down the middle. Reedy looks up. Beautiful ball from Aisling Reedy in front of Lizzie Roach. Lizzie Roach gives it back as far as Fidelma Marnan, and Fidelma puts it over the bar. That's Clare's 5th point, and I'd say Fidelma will probably be thinking it should have gone under the bar, but it is a point.
Yeah, I think she was taking it at such pace. She just kicked it.
As she was falling backwards.
Exactly, yeah. But again, excellent ball in from Aisling Reedy. She's been superb here in this first 20-25 minutes. Longford are under serious pressure now just to hold on to possession.
Longford have it. Ella O'Reilly breaking forward. Great run from O'Reilly, stolen off her left foot up against Caoimhe Harvey. O'Reilly now pops it off as far as Longford's Elle Lynn from Mostrim, and the shot from Elle drops short. Amy Lynn picks it up, gives it to Siofra Ní Chonaill. Lovely ball, lovely clearance from Siofra Ní Chonaill. Clare holding on to it. Aisling Reedy kicks it long. It's going to bounce over the head of everyone here, I'd say, and it comes into the path of Fidelma Marnan. Marnan does well, plays it on the ground. I thought the referee says it's a free in. I thought that was, which you can do.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can pass it off, or you can slide it along the ground. Referee has bring the ball forward there now because Chloe wanted to take a quick free. So she's going to take it quite quick again. She passed to Amy Sexton.
Amy Sexton gives it back as far as Chloe Maloney. Referee is playing advantage here again, and I'd imagine Clare might go for the point this time, Emery, just to settle
things again.
From their point of view, if they need to win by 20 points to have a chance of getting promoted, if Kildare beat Wexford, just keep tipping it over.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be keeping an eye on that game as well. But Clare are well in control here. They'll want to they'll want to stay in control. They won't want to let Longford get scores on the board. Chloe with her left footed kick and straight between the posts.
Straight over the bar there from Chloe Maloney. So Clare now lead by 5 goals and 6 points to Longford's no score here in Kilo. Nice crowd here as well, I have to say. Good few people have travel up from Clare. One or two of them describe themselves as the hardcore, Maria, and I suppose that's fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
about I'm not sure how many people, but certainly a good handful of people here.
And it was
that-
perfect conditions today for travelling too. So
Very true, and a lot of people here from Clare that have travelled to every game, and I'm sure the same is true of Longford as well. Longford have it now with Grace Kinney wearing 13 in a defensive position, trying to break forward, and Clare doing their best not to let them out, and Longford forced to go back as far as their goalkeeper Ruth Jones. Ruth Jones finds Caoimhe Lohan, and Longford now might have a small bit of space here in which to do something. Good battle here between Caoimhe Harvey and Longford's Ella O'Reilly. Harvey accused of giving the free away. Caoimhe's never going to agree, Emery, when there's a free given against her, but
yeah, that could have been 50-50 there. I think maybe the ref just felt she dived in the ball. But the Clare plenty numbers back here, and they're Longford have been forced to just go backwards with the ball.
Ella O'Reilly does exactly that, goes backfield as far as Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon now, two or three people around her looking for a ball, but she needs somebody in the inside line to. There isn't anyone in there at the moment to make a run. Caoimhe Lohan has it. The Longford centre forward. Longford now give it back to Ella O'Reilly. Ella O'Reilly's been involved in a lot of play as well. Ella O'Reilly up against Emer Keane. Fidelma Marnin is back there defending as well, Emery.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
And that's excellent defender there from Gráinne Harvey. Clare know that every single scorer could possibly count here, so they're defending with similar intent to which they're attacking. But it's going to be free now to Longford, taken quickly but cut out. And Emery, even update from the Kildare Wexford game.
Yeah, so there's 20 minutes gone in that game, and it's Kildare 3 points, Wexford 3 points.
And of course, if that game were to end in a draw, that means both Kildare and Wexford are promoted. So that would rule out any chance of Clare getting promoted if that ends in a draw. Really good crossfield ball there from Cliona Blake. Chloe Maloney goes out towards the corner flag, wins it, gives it as far as Amy Sexton. Amy Sexton gives it back to Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy switches play infield, sees that Cliona Blake is loose. Cliona Blake, I'd say, was going for a point there, Emery, but it drops well to the right as we look at it.
Yeah, I think she had Emer Keane on her right there, but I know that's easy for us to say, but she fancied her chances. Longford with the quick kick out, but it's going to be broken down. But well, Emer Keane, I think, got a fingertip to it.
Longford have it here now with Ella Duggan. Ella Duggan gets the ball forward, but Gráinne Harvey wins it again. Gráinne Harvey has been having a great game of cornerback. And Maria, I know Clare aren't under savage pressure defensively, but Gráinne Harvey, Siofra Niconnell out in front every single ball.
Yeah, both girls have been very solid throughout this, these 7 games, and well deservedly have their place. Aisling Reedy with a fancied her chances there, just tailed to the right, to the left and to wide.
It's hard to be critical of a team that are leading by 20 points at the moment, Emery, but just one or two, the last couple of attempts on goal there, Clare, just a bit similar to what we were saying with Longford there earlier on. Small bit more patience, maybe the next pass.
Just not to panic on the ball. Just look up and take their time on it. Just another update from the other game there. It's with 26 minutes gone. It's Kildare 4 points, Wexford 3 points.
So Kildare leading by a point in that one. In this one, we're in the last minute of the first half. Longford desperately with Elle Lynn on the far side of the field, trying to make something happen, get a score before half time, lift morale a bit as they go into the half time dressing room. That's a great run. Now, can she get the shot on? She needs somebody to run off her shoulder. There just wasn't anyone there, and the Longford player is forced to go backfield, and Longford now trying to build again, this time with Idel Sheehy from Mullinockta, but Clare win possession back, and that was good, really good football there from Fidelma Marnin, noted for her ability to score on one side, but also showing there that she doesn't mind doing a bit of defending as well if it has to be done. Chloe Maloney under pressure inside, 2 Longford players win the ball back. Longford get it clear as far as Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon bounces the ball. Ciara McCarthy moving in now, hands up in the air, trying to get a tackle in, trying to turn it over. Ciara McCarthy does well there now to turn Grace Shannon around and force her to come back, but nobody coming off her shoulder, and she's had to go right back to the goalkeeper, Ruth Jones. And just that, Longford seem to be getting a small bit tired, Emery, and maybe just that runner you need off the shoulder at pace isn't happening.
Yeah.
It's happening now and again, but not enough.
Yeah, not enough at the moment. And with Clare, you know, doing the blanket defence and 2 and 3 on the ball at the time, it's very hard for a team to try and penetrate forward. In fairness, Clare have been excellent defence-wise as they have been in their forward play.
Hannah Glennon has it now. Hannah Glennon, left-footed ball, nice ball forward. In as far as the Longford full forward, Clodagh Lohan trying to take on Siofra Cunnell. Siofra Cunnell tries to keep her on the outside. Clodagh Lohan does very well to hold on to it, and now links up with Ella O'Reilly. Is there a shot on for Ella O'Reilly? She opts not to take it and opts to go back field again as far as Hannah Glennon at left half back. Glennon pops it off as far as Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon doesn't see anyone inside close to goal for Longford, and definitely they need to ideally maybe put somebody in close to goal. The referee, Aaron Clare, has seen something here. He blows the whistle. Is it half time?
I think it's a half-time whistle, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's half time. I thought he'd seen something and was given a free, because it wasn't what you'd call a traditional long whistle, Emery, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was a quick whistle, all right, yeah.
But it is half time, and Clare leading by 20 points at the break. Clare 5 goals and 5 points. Longford yet to score. And just before we take a break for half time, Emery, and look at some of the highlights of the first half, I suppose the scoreline says it all, really.
It does. Clare have started. Clare played that full half at really high pace and high standard. They're not letting Longford. They're letting Longford up the field to a certain point, but then they're putting the pressure on, and they're overturning, and they're working so hard. Frustrating Longford at times, but still have 30 minutes to go. You know, anything is possible. As we said at the start, conditions are excellent. Clare will want to keep pushing on and keep getting the scores. There's no score change in the other round. It's still 4 points to 3. But I'm sure the Clare management will keep an eye on that as well.
So that's it for now from Kilo in Longford. We'll be back. We'll have a look at some of the first half highlights, and we'll be back very soon with the second half.
lot can happen in just 1 second. Winning goal, winning save, perfect tackle, clever flick, good call from the ref, great shout from the line. The county title, after 30 years, a long wait over, in just 1 second. It's a game of seconds. Glorious seconds. Genius in split seconds. By great players. Just 1 second. The difference between a good decision and a bad one. A lost temper, frustrated shout, that gut reaction. We've all done it. And we're never proud. But we can do better. We all can. Sideline, dressing room, meeting room, all places of passion where split-second decisions are made. Good ones, bad ones, some days not so calm ones. It's instinct, we know, because we love it. We just don't think. But we have to. Of others, of our players, of our game. Think before we act.
Take a second, catch your breath. Collect yourself, don't regret. Take a second to make the right call for ladies Gaelic football.
We were told the game was over before we'd even started. We were told our bodies weren't made for it. It wasn't our time to play. We played anyway. And together we played like there was no tomorrow. And they told us that was fine. You can play. You're good enough. And thought that was good enough for us. It wasn't. We are relentless. The game isn't over until we say it's over. Until we get everything we've given everything for. Until we level the playing field.
Lidl, proud supporters of ladies Gaelic football.
And you're welcome back live to Image Park here in Kilo in County Longford. It is, of course, the Lidl National Football League Division 3 ladies game between the home county Longford and Clare. The half-time score, Clare leading by 21 points, Clare 5-6, Longford no score, and both teams out on the field here. Conditions here in Kilo are perfect. There's a bit of a breeze, but it's not particularly strong. It will be favouring it should be favouring Longford in the second half, but it seems to have gone a small bit more crossfield, possibly at half time. Longford have made a change. They brought in number 18, Tinny Alba, at half time, and she's come into the Longford half back line at right half back, and we'll keep an eye on any other changes on either team as the half progresses. Just a second change there, Katie Crawford from Carrie Desmond has come in as well, wearing number 24, and she's come in at corner back, and the referee Aaron Clare throws the ball in, and Longford win it. Grace Shannon, their best player in the first half, certainly one of their best players without a doubt, won that throw in, and Longford now breaking forward. They've got a chance here within the first couple of seconds, but the shot from Caoimhe Lohan went to, as we look at it here, to the right and wide, and Marie, I suppose that was the mess for Longford at half time. Just start well and get a couple of scores.
Yeah, I think Caoimhe will be disappointed with that. Kate Shannon was out on her right hand side if she spotted her. Clare in position already. Excellent ball in from Cliona Blake. It's gone past, but it's gone to the Longford keeper.
Ruth Jones has it, and Ruth Jones gives it to Emma Doris. Emma Doris pops it to the half time substitute. At the half time substitute, Tinny Alaba. Longford now getting it forward with Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon pops it off as far as Caoimhe McCormack. Caoimhe McCormack finds Emma Doris. Emma Doris gets it forward. It's pulled on inside by Siofra Connell, and Clare pick it up. Anya Keane has it. Anya Keane finds the Clare right half back from Fergus Rovers, Louise Griffin. Louise Griffin gives it to Amy Sexton. Amy Sexton bounces the ball, goes infield as far as Cliona Blake. The runner is outside her. Aisling Reedy pops it as far as Siofra Connell. Lovely ball from Siofra Connell to Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy pops it forward as far as Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney looks for a runner. Needs somebody to make a run off the shoulder. Finds Emer Keane. Emer Keane gives it to Caoimhe Harvey. Caoimhe Harvey breaking forward now. Can she find somebody inside her? Finds Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy holds onto the ball under pressure. Probably was looking for the free. Didn't get it. Clare still hold onto it. Longford have a good few players back behind the ball, so they're defending well. Cliona Blake from Dunbeg finds Emer Keane. Emer Keane sees that Caoimhe Harvey is loose on her own. She finds Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney looks up, hears the call from Emer Keane, gives it back as far as Caoimhe Harvey. Longford nearly cut it out, and possible opportunity here now for Lizzie Roach. Kicks a really well struck point straight over the bar. That's Clare's seventh, and Clare lead now by 5-7 to no score, and good patience there from Clare Emery.
Yeah, very good patient play that just worked the ball around, gave it to the person by position. Excellent run there from Caoimhe Harvey. And Clare have won the kick out to Cliona Blake.
Great defending there from Emma Doris. She's been, definitely has been very good at cornerback for Longford. Has done everything she can now. Another player who's done very well for Longford is Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon gets it forward as far as the Longford corner forward. Kate Shannon pops inside. Referee's got his hand up. Definitely free in there for an arm on the back of Caoimhe Lohan. The referee says we'll bring it back, and it'll be free now for Longford, about 25-26 yards out. And this hopefully should be Longford's first score of the game. So the free is going to be taken now by their number 15, Kate Shannon, off her left foot. Clare have a couple of players back on the line. Kate Shannon kicks that straight over the bar. That's Longford's first score. So Clare 5-7, Longford a point. And we've had 3.5 minutes in the second half. Anne-Marie is keeping an eye on how it's going between Wexford and Kildare. The last we heard was that it was 4-3 to Kildare at half time, but that could have changed since we keep an eye. Amy Sexton now in on goal. Amy Sexton, a couple of players up against her from Longford. Loses possession. Referee says that's a free in, arm on the shoulder. I know we're a good bit away from it here, Anne-Marie. Wasn't sure was that a free in, but
I think there was a little bit of holding just as Amy was offloading the ball there. Excellent penetration again from Clare. This is well within Fidelma Martin's range, and she taps it over the black spot.
Fidelma puts it straight over from West Clare Gales. Clare 5-8, Longford a point. That's the situation here.
There was a really good response there from Clare after Longford's first score. Clare straight up the field, excellent score. Clare pushing up on the Longford kick out again. It's coming to the right. It's going to be broken down by Chloe Maloney, and Caoimhe Harvey wins the break. Looks like Chloe has picked up an ankle injury, but hopefully she's okay.
Chloe Maloney seems to have hurt her leg there, and the Longford wing back Caoimhe McCormick definitely picked up a bit of a bang as well, but seems to be okay. So the referee just blew there just to make sure that neither player had got, I suppose, a bad injury. Clare now making a substitution. Megan Downs is coming in for Amy Sexton. So Megan Downs from Curra Clare replacing Amy Sexton from Kimberly O'Brien in the Clare forward line. So the restart is going to be an indirect free. It's going to be taken by Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney pops it outside Fidelma Martin. Fidelma Martin, there's a shot on here. Definitely Fidelma takes the shot and puts that straight over the bar. Really good score from Fidelma Martin. Clare 5-9, Longford a point, and so Clare well in control. They know that they need to win this game by at least 20 points to have any chance possibly of catching Kildare or Wexford, and it all depends as well on the result from that game. And we have to say as well, many thanks to the host club. They're just bringing us some sandwiches and tea at half time, so just as we speak now, so thanks very much for that. So thank you, Orla. So Clare now have it in the middle of the field with Cliona Blake. Cliona Blake pops it off as far as I think it's Chloe Maloney in the far side, or is it Sinead Considine? Megan Downs gives it to, but a push in the back. Megan Downs popped it off there as far as Louise Griffin. But the referee spotted a push, and it's going to be a free in for Clare just inside their own 45.
Yeah, there's still no update in the other game between Wexford and Kildare, with 4 points apiece at half time, so we're just waiting for an update on that. But Clare are in cruise control here now, putting pressure on the Longford defence. Longford are finding it difficult to get the ball out. Chloe Maloney has taken a quick free to Fidelma Mariner. She's looking for the return.
Fidelma pops it back as far as Emer Keane gives it to. It's a great shot. It's a very good shot there from Cliona Blake, and it drops into the back of the net. Clare's 6 goals, so Clare now lead by 6-9 to Longford's 1 point. And substitution being made here as well.
It's like Joanna Doohan's coming in for Sinead Considine.
Joanna Doohan from Kimberly Bricken coming in for Sinead Considine. Clare lead by 6-9 to a point. And I'll let you do the maths on that, Anne-Marie. But Clare leading by, well, a very significant
26 points, yeah.
26 points. Yeah. So that's a very significant lead. Wexford or Longford now trying to come out with the ball, and they win the free out. So Longford opting to go back to their goalkeeper, Ruth Jones. Ruth Jones now finds the substitute Tenny Alaba, and Longford spread the ball to the far side of the field, and trying to break forward here. The breeze, Anne-Marie, and I don't want to be making excuses for Longford, the breeze seems to have changed. It was definitely Clare, it did have it in the first half. Yeah, I think it might have changed. It's definitely looking at a different angle here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's picked up ever so slightly. It seems to be going across the field as we're looking at towards the stand side. But as we said at the start, conditions are perfect, so the breeze isn't really an excuse. You know, Longford in possession here now, they need to be patient and work the ball. Again, Clare have numbers back, putting pressure on the person with the ball, working very, very hard in that blanket defence role. If you see there's 5 or 6 around the player with the ball.
Now a bit of space here for Longford's Caoimhe Lohan to do something. Caoimhe Lohan gets the ball across the square, and the referee spotted a push there, and he's awarded a penalty. So it's going to be a penalty for Longford. And the referee was definitely very close to whatever happened in there. I think he indicated there was a
I
push.
think there's a push in the back, yeah.
So let's see now who's going to take the penalty. Amy Linehan, the Clare goalkeeper, she's going to be up against the Longford substitute wearing number 25, Aisling Cosgrove from Longford Slashers. So Aisling Cosgrove places the ball on the penalty spot up against Amy Linehan from St. Joseph's Bearfield Club. Aisling Cosgrove hits that very well taken penalty. Clare 6-9, Longford a goal and a point. And we've had 9.5 minutes, nearly 10 minutes of the second half here in Kilo in the Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 3 game. Last league game of the year for both of these teams, unless of course Clare win by enough to edge out either Wexford or Kildare. So we'll just have to keep an eye and see what happens there. Ruth Jones doing well inside goals for Longford, emerging with the ball. Pops it off as far as Katie Crawford, and Longford, definitely Katie Crawford, deserving of that free, emerging with the ball, showing a lot of heart, takes it nice and quickly, kicks it forward, spreads the play to the far side of the field, and the Longford centre forward now, Cueva Lohan, has it. Cueva Lohan needs a runner, she finds Clodagh Lohan. Clodagh still has the ball, pops it back as far as Cueva, centre forward and the full forward linking up. Nicely, there's a goal on here, and it is in the back of the net from Grace Shannon. So all of a sudden, Anne-Marie, Longford get the first score from a point from a free, then they get the penalty, and now a goal, and that was a very well finished goal from Grace Shannon. Yeah, and the ball handling was much better there from Longford as they're going forward. Again, as I said at the start of the second half, we're just to settle on the ball. We have a score update from the other tie, so it's Kildare 5 points, Wexford 5 points, so a very close contest there. And of course, if that game finishes in a draw in Division 3, well, it means that both Wexford and Kildare will be promoted. So we'll just see what's going to happen there. In the meantime now, Amy Linehan is taking the kick out, and she finds Gráinne Harvey, does well to hold on to it under pressure, finds Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy gives it to Louise Griffin. Good run forward from Louise Griffin, finds Megan Downs. Megan Downs gives it back to Aisling Reedy. Aisling Reedy must have had her breakfast this morning, Anne-Marie, because she's played with such energy and such, I suppose, pace, and really particularly good in the first half. Yeah, we were just saying that at half time she must have had her Weetabix toast and marmalade, because she's absolutely fine at serious pace throughout, and she, like, even at the start of the second half there, she's making those unselfish runs, and that's a sign of a great player. Aisling Reedy had a shot there, but unfortunately from a Clare point of view it drifted just wide, so it remains as it was, 6-9 to Clare, 2-1 for Longford. So Clare 6-9, Longford 2 goals and a point, as you can see. So anyway, the kick out taken by Longford drifts to the far side of the field, goes out over the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball to Clare. We've had 12.5 minutes, so we've still got about 18 minutes left of this game, so a bit more time for Clare to add to their lead, which is fairly significant at the moment. Wexford or Longford, however, showing a lot of heart, it has to be said. They're not giving up. And Anne-Marie, I suppose anyone who's ever been involved in sport knows, would have gone through the odd game here and there where they've been well beaten, and the temptation is to drop the head. And in fairness, must be said that Longford definitely, as we can see here in front of us, definitely not dropping the head by any means. No, absolutely not. They're still going at 100%. They're trying their best. As you said, there's going to be days like this where you're up against it, but you have to just keep going to the final whistle. And I've no doubt that at half time that the Longford mentors instilled that in the girls, just to keep going, and they're pressing at Clare here and putting them under pressure. And I think, to be honest, Longford unlucky on that occasion. Clodagh Lohan was doing very well. Well, she was being defended well as well, but the referee says she overcarried, and now Clare bursting forward with, I think it was Aisling Reedy, pops the ball infield as far as Megan Downs. Megan Downs gives it back to Tina Blake. who finds Philema Marnin. There's a goal on here. Philema Marnin on her left foot. And well, it must have been a great save by the goalkeeper, because the referee or the umpire has said that's a 45. So it was either a great save by the keeper or maybe a deflection from the defender.
No, I think there was a great save there by the Longford keeper. She got the hand to right at the very end there. Stretched at full capacity. Excellent save there from the Longford keeper.
Luke Jones doing really, really well on that occasion to keep it out. She also made a great save at the start of the first half as well, which deflected the ball out for a 45. So definitely her contribution has been a good one from a Longford point of view. So the 45 now is going to be taken by Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney opts to go short, pops it to the far side of the field. Clare holding on to possession. Chloe Maloney has it again now. She finds Louise Griffin. Louise Griffin spreads the ball as far as Philema Marnin. Philema Marnin tries to get a shot in and goal, but again, very easy to say from here. Anne-Marie probably could have been a bit more patient on that occasion.
Yeah, I think the wind kind of caught it there, tailed to the right hand side. Again, good pressure from Clare, pushing up on the Longford defence and putting them under pressure as they're coming out. Just the latest update from the other game, it's Kildare 6 points, Wexford 5 points, with 8 minutes gone in the second half.
So to the best of our knowledge, if Kildare happen to win that game and Clare win this game by more than 20 points, well then there's a possibility that Clare might finish up in the top 2 and might get promoted out of Division 3 up to Division 2. But Clare's lead at the moment is exactly 20 points, Anne-Marie, isn't it?
It's exactly, yeah, with Longford in possession.
Yeah, so and Longford now in with a chance here of creating a scoring opportunity, but the defending from Clare was good. Longford eventually gave the ball away, and Clare now break on the break at pace. Aisling Reedy steaming through the middle. It's a great run from Aisling Reedy, but the referee, Aaron Clark, says she overcarried. Maybe she didn't read. It's a good bit away from us here.
Yeah, I'd say, well, any other ref may have given it, but I think it's only Aishling's first mistake today, you know. But yeah, I think maybe she had taken the 5 steps there. Longford are forced back to their keeper with pressure from Philema Marnin.
Ruth Jones now coming out with the ball. That's a great ball from Ruth Jones. Under a huge pressure there, found Emma Doris. Emma Doris now finds Longford's Aisling Cosgrove. Aisling Cosgrove has it, sold the ball under a bit of a pressure there from Chloe Maloney. Lovely ball forward as far as Claude Lohan. Claude Lohan now fouled. Well, I thought she was fouled, but the referee says
overcarrying, yeah. Cueva is looking for support. She's found one of the Keane sisters. I think it's Emer.
Emer Keane has it. Left foot of ball forward from Emer Keane as far as Lizzie Roach. Lizzie Roach turns her player, takes her on. Great run from Lizzie Roach. It's her runner off the shoulder, making Downs is steaming through the centre. But Lizzie Roach definitely bars on that occasion, Anne-Marie.
Free out. If she had looked to her right, Megan Downs had made an excellent run into the centre, but just caught on that occasion for Barden. Free out to Longford.
Longford now, I have to admire their fortitude, because they really have done everything they can to take the game to Clare in this second half. Shifney Cunnell cuts out the latest Longford attack under a bit of pressure there, but emerges with the ball, gives it to Cueva Harvey. Cueva Harvey finds Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney solds the ball, looks around, there's no Clare forward in front of the goal, so they're going to have to go short. She finds Philema Marnin. Philema Marnin taking on Longford's Emma Doris. Philema Marnin turns back, creates the angle for the shot, hits the top of the crossbar, over the bar. Clare's 10 points. They lead by 6-10 to Longford's 2 goals and a pint. And that, Anne-Marie, is in fact it's 6-6. Yeah, it is 6-10 to 2-1, and that is that's a 21-point lead, I think. Anyway, Clare win the free in. They take a nice quick. Lizzie Roach has the shot, and that's in the back of the net. Longford, Clare's 7th goal, so Clare now leading by 7 goals and 10 points, which is 31 points to 7, and so they lead by a total of 26 points.
Yeah, that was an excellent score there. I think Clare have made a substitution. Just have to wait and see.
We'll keep an eye on that on the far side of the field. Just a reminder of the scoreline, as you can see, Clare 7-10. That's 31 points to 7. So that's what's that? A 24-point lead. So just a quick bit of revision there. 24-point lead for Clare. So, and we've got 11 minutes left.
And with 11 minutes gone the second half and the other tie, it's Kildare 7 points, Wexford 5. So Kildare have tagged on another point there.
Lizzie Roach now has it for Clare. Possible shot on. Clean break shot is blocked. Referee spots that it's a free out, and the free is going to be taken by the Longford goalkeeper, Ruth Jones. So Ruth Jones spreads it to the far side of the field, but Clare win it back, and not quite sure who that Clare player is.
Joanna Doohan,
in fact, who's come on there 5 or 6 minutes ago. Had a great game last weekend for Clare. Longford now trying to build something here with Claude Lohan. Claude Lohan lays the ball off. The shot from, is it Grace Shannon, I think, and it's an absolutely superb point, Emery. That's a great point.
Excellent score. That'll do the Longford Conference a whirl ago. They'll want to tag on a few more scores now.
So Clare now making another substitution. Just checking here who's come on. Orla Devitt has come on, in fact, wearing number 26 from the Aero Club. But she's wearing number 26 according to the programme, but it mightn't be Orla. We're just going to have to double check to see exactly who is that, or who that is wearing number 26. But Clare definitely making a substitution. There's been lots of substitutions from both teams, and we'll just keep an eye on exactly who that is. So in the meantime, Amy Linehan now is going to take the kick out. Louise Griffin is coming off for Clare, and in fact it's number 18 who's come on. Clare's number 18, and Clare's number 18 is Quayla McCormack from Burnegale. So it's Quayla McCormack coming in, and Amy Linehan now takes the kick out following that excellent point there from Grace Shannon. The ball won by Longford, and they're taking it on now with Aisling Cosgrove. Aisling Cosgrove doing well, and that's another good opportunity, good effort from Longford, but it drifts wide, and in fact it's Laura Griffey has come on for Clare as well. So Clare making a good few changes, as indeed are Longford, Emery, and I suppose that's really part of why the league is so important. Give as many players as you can to run.
Yeah, it's no harm. It's been a very fast-paced game here, so it's no harm to run the benches. Clare in possession again. What a ball forward from Emer Keane. She's found Chloe Maloney, and there's an overlap here.
Right, from Chloe Maloney, lays the ball off as far as Lizzie Roach. Brilliant save from Ruth, from the Longford goalkeeper. Longford goalkeeper, in fact, is Rian McGrath, wearing number 1. Ruth Jones had played in the first half. Longford had made a change there, so that was a really great save. Very brave as well, Emery.
Very, very brave. She's made 3 or 4 great saves here today. It could be 10 or 11 goals, for Clare, but excellent from her. Just looking at the other group game, 14 minutes gone in the second half, and it's Kildare 8 points, Wexford 5, so they've stretched their lead to 3 points.
Chloe Maloney now taking his 45. Chloe Maloney drops it in, or tries to drop it in around the square. Bit of a battle going on inside, and Fidelma Marnin felt she might have been fouled.
Yeah.
And I suppose Fidelma, you couldn't ever say she's shy in making her point, Emery.
Absolutely, no, she is animated there in her response to the referee, but I think that it was kind of hard for us to see here, but she felt that she was being held. Longford in possession. Clare using that blanket defence again. They have 4 or 5 players back. Putting pressure on the person in position. Lizzie Roach and Laura Griffey working very, very hard here.
Laura Griffey putting on a lot of pressure, but Longford doing their best to come out with the ball. 2 or 3, definitely free given away on that occasion. So that free was given away there by Clare's Laura Griffey. So Longford now just in front of us here in Kilo. Taking the free, Katie Crawford gets it forward. Well caught, well dealt with there by Claude Lohan. Claude Lohan finds Grace Shannon. Great run for Grace Shannon. Quiva Harvey trying to defend. Grace Shannon definitely pulled back. And I see the referee might be looking for he's definitely making a note. I know that, so I'm not quite sure. Is it a tick, or he doesn't seem to be calling over any Clare player, so it's probably just going to tick the Clare player who gave away that free, and the free now is going to be taken by Kate Shannon. Kate Shannon off her left foot, puts that over the bar. That's the third point for Longford. Clare 7-10, Longford 2-3. So 21 and 10, 31 points to 9. That's the situation as we speak. So Clare leading by more than that 20 points that they need to have a chance of getting promoted. In the meantime now, Clare breaking forward with great pace here. Emer Keane pops it as far as Clodagh Blake, gives it back to Aisling Reedy, but the ball is cut out by Longford. And I have to say, Emery, Longford have improved very significantly in this second half.
Yeah, just going back to that last score that Longford got straight down through the middle of pace, and they really put pressure on the Clare defence, but Clare have overturned it here in the Longford half back line. They've won a free to Chloe Maloney, and she has found Emer Keane.
Emer Keane now soling the ball, gives it back as far as Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney spreads it as far as Fidelma Martin. There's a point on here. Fidelma knows that, and she also knows she's well able to put it over from that distance. Lands on the roof of the net. Super score from Fidelma Martin. Clare's 11th. They lead by 7-11 to Longford's 2 goals and 3 points. And looking at the clock, we've got just about 4 minutes left here in Kilo, and Clare cut out that latest kick out. Laura Griffey fouled. The referee is having a word with a Longford player. Is he going to issue a card here? Normally when the referee has a word with a player, it means there might be a card coming if it's a tick. And in fact, there is a card coming. So
excellent pressure there from Laura Griffey on the Longford kick out, and she won her free then. She was actually in for goal, but she was fouled, and Longford are going to be down to 14 players now for the remaining part of this game. This kick is well within Fidelma's range. You'd imagine she's slotted between the posts.
It's Katie Crawford who gets the card, so that goes over the bar, and Clare now lead by 7-12 to Longford's 2-3. Now the scoreboard here doesn't reflect that it's 7-12. The scoreboard says it's 7-10, but it's definitely 7-12 to Longford's 3 points. Kick out now is again turned over by Clare. Lovely ball forward from Quiva Harvey to Fidelma Martin. Fidelma Martin, this time the radar off a small bit and it drifts wide.
20 minutes gone in the other group game. Kildare won 8, Wexford 5 points. So Kildare got into a 6-point lead.
So you'd imagine that, definitely, Laura Griffey does brilliantly again for the second time, Anne-Marie. My God, she's added great energy, hasn't she?
Absolutely, yeah.
Clare inside forward line.
She's an excellent girl for dispossessing the ball and putting pressure on. And Clare won't be in any rush now, taking this, keeping the pressure up on the Longford defence. Longford will be looking to try and get the ball down the field to tag on a few more scores.
Fidelma Martin now with this latest scoreable free, and it hits the post, but hits the right side of the post from a Clare point of view, and over the bar. Clare now leading by 7-13 to Longford's 2 goals and 3 points. So it's going to be really interesting here to see how all this works out. If Clare do manage to win this game by 20 points, will it be enough to hold on, or will it be enough to actually possibly achieve promotion? We'll just have to see what happens there. But as we speak now, Longford are attacking again, and they've got it with Clodagh Lohan. Clodagh Lohan does well, finds Grace Shannon. Grace Shannon, there's a point on here, gets behind it well. I think is going to drop short. It's going to be a bit dangerous. Amy Linehan did well there to get both hands to it and get it away. So Clare's 7-13, that's the equivalent of 34 points, and of course 2-3 for Longford. So a very significant lead for Clare at the moment, and all of 25 points. So a 25 point lead might extend a bit here now if Chloe Maloney before Raider is on. Chloe Maloney pops it to Philomena Marnin. Philomena Marnin in on goal. A couple of Longford players up against her. Fist the ball, tried to fist it over the bar, but it went wide. So the scoreline remains as it was, 7-13 to 2-3, a 25-point lead for Clare. And I'd imagine, Anne-Marie, that there's less than a minute left here in Kilo. I don't think there'll be too much injury time, and there's going to be a lot of interest in what happens between Wexford and Kildare.
Yeah, and just looking at that scoreline now, it's Kildare 1-9, Wexford 6 points. So the 6-point lead for Kildare with 7 minutes to go. So it looks like Kildare are in control of that one.
So again, we'll just have to check in a while to see if Kildare win that game by, they're leading at the moment by 6
points, yeah.
So is that going to have a big, does that mean that Clare would need to win this game by 26 points or more? We'll just have to see what the story is there. And we'll just clarify that after the game. But in the meantime now, Longford are still building here, trying to add to their 2-3 that they've scored in this second half. Nice football there from the Longford corner forward, Kate Shannon. The referee says she overcarried, so the referee gives a free out there to Clare. And Clare, you can sense by the urgency with which they're playing, Anne-Marie, that they know that every single score here counts.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see there's intensity in the Clare setup as they're going forward. They want to tag on as many scores as they can. Excellent ball in there from Megan Downs, but just cut out. She was looking for Laura Griffey, cut out well by the Longford defence.
Longford now coming out with the ball, get it forward, but it's given away. Quiva Harvey is pushed in the back. We're now into injury time. We're about a minute into injury time. In Kilo, Quiva Harvey is on the ground after that push in the back, but gets up. She knows that they need to get another score or two to try and extend their lead, and every point here, any kind of a score at all, Anne-Marie, could be the difference between Division 3 football next year and Division 2 football. Yeah, it's very exciting.
We have spectators shouting in here that Clare need another score, so everyone is probably working off different maths. But it's still 23 minutes. There's just 25 minutes gone in the second half of the other game. There's still 6 points in it. Clare will be looking to tag on a few more scores.
So I would imagine, I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine that Clare would need to get another score possibly to make sure. But Philomena Marnin turns and kicks that, and that's gone straight over the bar. That's a brilliant score from Philomena Marnin. So Clare now extend their lead to 26 points. Clare 7-13, Longford 2-3. Is there going to be much time left? There's been 2 minutes already of injury time, so I'd imagine this might be the last play. The referee doesn't seem to be indicating that it's full time yet. Cliona Blake nearly won the ball in the middle of the field, but spills it, and Longford now breaking forward again. Longford player goes to the ground. Definitely a free for Longford, and that free was well won there by Clodagh Lohan, the Longford number 14, and Longford now take that free nice and quickly with Aisling Cosgrove. And Clare now sitting back quite deep, waiting for Longford to run at him, and then maybe hoping that they'll cut it out. And that's exactly what Grania Harvey does. Brilliant from Grania Harvey. Grania Harvey finds Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney bursting forward now, under a bit of pressure. Needs a runner off the shoulder. Needs somebody to look for it. Philomena Marnin does exactly that. Philomena Marnin now takes it on. Finds Laura Griffey. It's good football from Laura Griffey. The shot is on. She turns, kicks it, and it's gone over the bar. It's a great score from Laura Griffey, and she's been a superb substitute on me. She's really made a big difference inside the full forward now.
Absolutely superb score there from Laura. We've seen her do it for Burngales time and time again. Worked very well there with Philomena Marnin and Chloe Maloney. Excellent score.
The referee blows for full time. It's full time here in Kilo. It finishes Clare 7-13, Longford's 2 goals and 3 points, and really, really comprehensive win for Clare. And I suppose really now all we need to do is try and find out what happened in terms of the final scoreline elsewhere. So this results 7 goals and 14 points. That's 35 points. Clare win by 26. Clare win by 26 points. Just double checking here the scoreline, Emery. But just a word on the overall performance. Very comprehensive win by Clare.
Yeah, superb performance. Right from the throw-in, I suppose we can say now that Clare are always in control of the game. I know Longford got a few scores, but they never really troubled the Clare defence. I think Clare are just on huddle here now. They're trying to find out score lines as we are. We're just keeping an eye on Twitter here. Still waiting on the final score from the other tie between Kildare and Wexford. Clare waiting apprehensively here as well. And Longford have just are regrouping as well.
Clare knew that they had to win by more than 20 points. They've done that. They've won by 28 points. And as Anne-Marie said, all we need to do now is try and find out what happened elsewhere. So the last we heard was Kildare were leading by 6 points in the other game between Kildare and Wexford. So we're just going to have to try and find out now, is that a full-time score or what the full-time score is in that game. As of yet, it's not a full-time score. And we're just after hearing here as well that Louth are drawing. Their match against Down is currently level, isn't over yet. And that would mean that Clare, if the Louth Down game finishes in a draw, well, Clare won't get promoted, and Wexford will go through. So that's what it looks like at the moment. So just before we finish up here, Anne-Marie, I suppose just a reflection on the overall league from Clare and Longford's point of view. I suppose Longford, there's no disguising the fact they did play a lot better here in the second half, but ultimately were fairly comprehensively outclassed today and found the league the big struggle.
Yeah, they did, and they only had that one win against Offaly. They would be relatively disappointed with their performances. There were in patches they played very well, but they didn't really maintain it. Whereas when you look at Clare, then they kind of improved as the campaign went on. They were slow to get going in their first few rounds. Would have been disappointed with their Kildare game that they didn't get the win there. But the last couple of games they played some excellent football, and I'm sure they were relatively happy. Going into championship, again, we're still waiting here just to confirm. As you said, there's a draw between Louth and Down. Yeah. So we're still waiting.
So if that is a result, if it finishes level between Louth and Down, that means that Wexford will be promoted along with Kildare, and we'll just have to clarify that later on. But in the meantime, I'd just like to thank everyone here in the Kilo Club for their help. They were extremely helpful to us in terms of setting up the live stream. Thanks to the LGFA as well for everything. To Lidl, the sponsors. Anne-Marie, thanks to you for all your work and your driving across the country throughout the league. Thanks indeed to Mike Curry, our camera production manager today, and to Tracy Whelan on production. So for myself, Peter O'Connell, thank you as well for viewing and hopefully for listening. And that's just about it here from Kilo. I'll talk to you all again soon.
Loud. 1-9. That can happen in just 1 second. Win and goal. Win and save. Perfect tackle. Clever flick. Good call from the ref. Great shout from the line. The county title. After 30 years. A long wait over. In just 1 second. It's a game of seconds. Glorious seconds. Genius in split seconds. By great players. Just 1 second. The difference between a good decision and a bad one. A lost temper, frustrated shout. That gut reaction. We've all done it. And we're never proud. But we can do better. We all can. Sideline, dressing room, meeting room, all places of passion where split-second decisions are made. Good ones, bad ones, some days not so calm ones. It's instinct, we know, because we love it. We just don't think. But we have to. Of others, of our players, of our game. Think before we act.
Take a second, catch your breath. Collect yourself, don't regret. Take a second to make the right call for ladies Gaelic football.